There. How y'all doing this morning out there in YouTube land? It's about 6:30. I got up about 5. I've had breakfast. I'm about half packed up, but one other fellow in a tent, plus Late Start and I, and then 3 people in the 2 different shelters here at the Deer Lick shelter. It got quite cold last night, like, I don't know, mid-30s, maybe low 30s, so it's chilly this morning, but it's supposed to warm up today. There's my Durston. Pitch went pretty well last night. I slept really good, and Late Start's about got his broken down. We're hoping to be out here at 7, but as a note to trail maintainers and other campers coming this way, I kept hearing a branch rattling last night somewhere near me that was starting to bother me, and I looked up this morning and found that I had not checked very carefully for widowmakers. So this is it's a tree. I don't know if it's still alive or not, but it doesn't look like it's going to be alive long, and it is just hanging right over this campsite. So I would say camp at your own risk right here. If I had spotted that last night, I'd have picked a different place to pitch my tent, because that's dangerous. That's big enough. If it came down on my poor little Durston, I'd have been in trouble. There.
Cock-a-doodle-doo!
How y'all doing this morning?
It's another day. It's going to be a good one.
Yeah. Where are we headed?
We're going to Caledonia State Park, and we're going to eat some steaks.
Yeah, Late Start's brother is going to do the trail magic of all trail magic with a nice. Always. Yeah, so we're not supposed to get any rain today. Maybe some sprinkles at 5 or something like that. It said supposed to get up into the 40s. So it's chillier than it was for the last couple of days.
Good hiking temperature.
Yeah. Especially compared to 86 2 days ago.
I believe I might have been perspiring.
There we go. You come across a beautiful little bridge over the stream, and it's brand new, so hats off to the trail club or the state park folks in this area. This one is built. It's funny though, we had to ford a couple of streams yesterday that looked just about like this, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, they built 2 of these. Well, that's just like a postcard there, isn't it? So we've made it to Tumbling Run Shelter now, which is another one of these nice dual shelters with a gazebo in the middle where somebody's even put a little flower in a vase. I gotta stop and take my raincoat off and delayer a little bit, because now it's finally warming up a little bit. This is the non-snoring side and snoring side.
Yeah, we came up to 807 feet.
In about a mile.
Yeah, that's what you call steep.
It felt like it all the way up. But this is Chimney Rock for us here. So that's the hike up to Chimney Rock.
there, where we just sat and had a little break and a snack. So we made good time today. We're almost 5 miles in 3 hours. So we're on a pace to make Caledonia State Park and meet up with Late Start's brother. He thinks 5 o'clock. I actually think we might be there as early as 3 at this rate. So just don't know what the trail holds for me the rest of the day. The morning was very cruisy, and then this part's been a very rocky climb. We came up about 700 or 800 feet over about a mile and a mile 0.2. That was a climb from the Tumbling Rock shelters up to Chimney Rock. That is a pretty serious endeavor. I've just crossed a road called Swamp Road in Pennsylvania, and I think I see why it's called Swamp Road. The trail on the other side was kind of like this too, with bog boards defining a drainage path. And then, so I've been hiking along a ridge line this afternoon. I'm around the Rocky Mountain Shelter in Pennsylvania, and they've been weaving us in and out of these different great big rock formations. Some of them I couldn't really even photograph or video because the rock scrambles were a little intense, but this one I can take a little video of. And this has gone on for the last couple of miles. I think Late Start's up ahead of me here because I've been had a little bit of an upset tummy this afternoon, so I've been hiking more slowly. But it's not terrible or anything. I don't think I'm sick or anything. It's just hiking with any kind of pace over all these rocks has been a little challenging. But you can kind of see as soon as I get through these, it's going to straighten right out over there and level off into a little pine forest. So this has been a fun little hiking exercise coming through these rocks around Rocky Mountain. I am starting to understand why some people call Pennsylvania Rocksylvania. The Appalachian Trail goes right through all of these things. Here's my next little rock scramble. Right up next to that white blaze and those big rocks stacked together up on top of that hill. It's 3:30 and I have entered Caledonia State Park. So, I did finally hear from Late Start. Satellite communication is imperfect, especially in terms of the delays, so he didn't get my message in a timely manner, but he got it. So he's behind me now, probably about, I'm moving pretty slow, so probably 15 or 20 minutes. This part of the trail is blazed in white and yellow because it's also part of a state park trail. So now I get to go to the headquarters if I can make it there by 4 and get my resupply box. If not, I'll pick it up tomorrow, of course. I think we're going to be zeroing here. And so I'm at Caledonia State Park and I'm waiting on Late Start. He's probably not very far behind me. He should come across that little concrete bridge off in the distance there here any minute. And then I'm just going to wait here until he gets here and we'll come up with a plan then. I got here at like 3:45, but I couldn't make it to the park office, so I'll have to pick up my resupply tomorrow, but that's fine. This is a huge park. I'm sitting in a picnic area on the edge of it. So the AT comes across that bridge I showed you a minute ago and then goes up the western edge of the park. But up on that hill in the distance is where the campground is. So but I might wait on my friend to get here anyway and relax, take the load off because my stomach's still killing me. So Late Starts Brothers hosting us here at the campground, and this is some kind of trail magic right here. That is the finest New York strip I have seen in a long time.